So listen, I'm going to do something different. I didn't get a chance to watch the show last night, so I had to watch it at my desk, which means I am recording on the fly. I am at work, okay? I'm going to try and find a place that's not so wobbly where I could just hold my hand still. I should have my selfie stick. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Welcome back to my channel. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? You new here? Not for long. All you really need to do is click the subscribe button and you can be part of my family. You can be a ray of sunshine. And since you're there already, go ahead, click the notification bell and you'll be alerted of all the videos I upload. What's up, fam? What's up, fam? Did y'all see the show last night? Did y'all see the show today? Go on to your app and look at the show, honey. Because I was like, a lot of stuff had me really gasping for air. I was really here for it. Like, I think that's what I say every time. We are reviewing How to Get Away with Murder, Season 4, Episode number 6. Stay strong, mama. Stay strong, mama. Stay strong, mama. Yes, because that scene where Annalise broke down about the baby, you know, when that broke down, when she broke down about the baby, I was like, if this ain't real life, if this ain't touching my heart, if he didn't get the reaction that he wanted, I don't know what else he wants from her. Because, baby, she left it all out on the floor in that therapist's office. And so since we're going to talk about the therapist, and I'm in the parking lot, so you might see people walking by and hear cars driving, people being nosy, but you think I care? I don't give a fuck. Okay, so I'm trying not to let, work, if people are working out here, be in, the video. But, so since we were talking about the therapist, and how he ended up getting her to say what he needed her to say, let's talk about how he got there. How about when we saw the therapist in the therapist's office? How about that? And as they were talking, I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to need to know what happened to him. Why is Annalise such a trigger for him? I'm going to need to know. I swear that's what I was saying. Like, what is going on? And as we further got into it, I was like, now, when they had that fight, the two therapists, the one he went to and him, when they had that fight, I was like, oh, they had an intimate relationship. Because when she started talking about, how do you think this is affecting me? I said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they got something going. They definitely had something going. And I was like, that was his wife. And guess what? At the end, she was like, hi, Annalise, I'm Isaac Roa's wife, whatever her name is. I think she said her name was Jennifer. But baby, I was like, I knew that bitch was going to go over there. Because she kept talking about you need to find another therapist. You need to have her find another therapist. Refer her to somebody else. You're too vested. I knew she was going to drag her ass over there to Annalise. Annalise going to be like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about your problem. He my therapist now. I done shared all my shit with him. But how much information is she going to share? How much is she going to give? Is she going to tell her that Bonnie was pretending to be somebody else? Is she? I really need to know. Like, come on next week so I can see what happened. So when we first started, oh, wait, let me back up. I liked how Isaac was clever and said, let's talk about Sam. I want you to write a letter to Sam. He knew that would trigger the one thing that he needed her to talk about, which was the baby, because he couldn't reveal that he knew about the baby without violating confidentiality agreements. That's the school next door. I don't work at no fucking school. I don't like those kids that much. They would get on my nerves. Yeah, I said it. So, I thought that was a clever tactic of his. And it worked. That's how come we seen her pour her guts out. Like, let me just go back again and say something about that. Like how she was like, you go home without the baby and you have milk flowing and there's an empty space in your stomach and that whole thing. I was like, oh my God, if Shonda Rhimes is not hitting on real life shit that women go through, like I was like, slay and tell the truth, like help somebody else get through this and know that they really need therapy. Like we need a lot of therapy for a lot of shit. And I just love that this whole season is surrounded in the therapist's office and that we're dealing with a lot of issues that people deal with on a regular basis that we don't really want to deal with. Anyway, so Y'all, all these emails when they pop through, they make me mad. Like, can y'all do work some other time? But I'm at work. So okay. When Connor was like, I've been calling you. You haven't answered. They're coming after Claudia's house. Oh, I was like, they are really going for it. But I knew Claudia was like a rider. Like Claudia was like by any means necessary when it comes to her family. And when her little boy was in there, Tyrone, or is it Tyrell? Ty somebody, okay, little ghetto name. When he was in there and he was talking to Annalise and Connor, I was like, this little bad fucker, but he is really, really, really intelligent, really bright. I was like, brilliant. But I'm gonna need you to watch how you talk to adults, okay? I'm gonna need you to, I know you ain't got no respect for me, and you probably think all women are shit, except for your grandmother, because that's who you live with, but I'm gonna need you to learn how to talk to people. And I was really happy with Annalise's choice on how to fight for that family. How when the judge was a sucker at first, how the judge was like, oh no, I'm not gonna sign it and you're not the right person. But then Connor gave her that pep talk like, no, you are the perfect person. You've been in their shoes. Who better than you to represent them? I was like, go on, Connor, check and mate. Yeah, I'm all over the place, y'all, but y'all gonna stay with me. Y'all gonna stay with me because, you know, we going somewhere. I was like, okay, Connor. And so when Connor came back and he had that idea to put it in the newspaper so that people could know what the DA was doing, I was like, that was brilliant. I mean, yeah, newspapers are antiquated. Some people still read newspapers, but online, I suppose. But when she was like, we going press conference and we put little Ty out in the front and he spoke so articulately, I thought, now, if can't nobody be moved by that, if they aren't swayed by that, and then threw the judge in there, you know, because after the judge was like, I'm not going to sign it. Then he was like, she put the judge in there and said the judge is for right and doing the right thing, blah, blah, blah. Had to put him on the spot. He had to go back and recant what he said and sign it. And she was like, he was like, are you ready for this? And she was like, I'm ready. Who better than me? Who better than me? Y'all, I look a little round. It's because I ain't been working out and I've been eating everything. DA's office, DA, baby. When she walked up in that DA's office and she took a stand in front of everybody, and she was like, so this is how you want to be known. This is what you go home and tell your family, that you actually, you know, push poor people out of their homes, take people from their places of living, uproot them, and you're proud of that. Like, she went in there and told them to fuck off. I was like, get it, bitch. Like, if I will be a lawyer, I don't know about being Annalise kind, because she kind of crazy though. But I'm just saying how her tactics always seem to work out in her favor. And I'm just like really, really like, I was like really, you know, I'm always pro Annalise, but I was really like, and Denver was a little shook. He didn't know what to do because it was low. Talking about that we're within our rights. You might well be within your rights, but really, sir, you can't do anything else. I mean, you guys got the rest of her clients, like at least 40% of them, if I can remember from last, maybe 60% if I can remember correctly from last episode. So get your life and leave her alone. Fight like you should, not dirty. And since we're talking about that, did you see how Bonnie was looking in the background? She was pretty much ashamed of her behavior and what she had done. She realized that maybe she hadn't made the right decision. And then you saw Nate. Nate was disappointed. He looked across at Bonnie like, this is what you're doing. You do understand this is what you're doing. This is who you are. And then she had the nerve to go confront Nate in the bathroom, walked up in the man's bathroom while he was on the urinal. Girl, she was trying to get her a little peek. I was trying to look too, like, y'all showing me something? I'm just playing. No, I'm not. So I was like, oh, okay, so really, is this what we're doing, Bonnie? She went in there and was like, you're talking about me? Why wouldn't you tell me? You knew Annalise was going, so you talking about me not being on the crack? You still on the crack? Well, he is still on the crack, but we do know that he has a purpose. And I wonder if the connection is Claudia, because remember, he's like, I got a client I want you to help. And I wonder if that client is going to end up being Claudia, like they're related in some type of manner. Because, she don't know all his family because she was the side piece. Y'all, who is it that Nate wants Annalise to represent? I really feel like it might be Claudia. Because we too far in for it to be somebody else that hasn't been introduced yet. Wouldn't you agree? Food for thought. Oh, so I need to say something about when the therapist went to see Bonnie. How was she mad that how is Bonnie mad at him? How is Bonnie mad at him for dropping her? She was deceptive. You came in as Julie and you started talking about fucking Annalise, another client that he had. Now it's okay for you to go see the same therapist, but you need to be upfront. Like, you got issues, bitch. That's why you mad, because he actually pointed out you had issues. You had issues. I'm trying to make sure I get all the Annalise stuff out before I get to the interns, which was kind of juicy. Wasn't no kind of to it. I got papers. Did I show y'all that already? Oh, okay. It looks like I did. Well, let's fucking talk about the interns. Let's talk about the interns, baby. Let's talk about the interns. So, yeah, I can't think of Laurel's dad's name, never can. But he went there. They were nervous that they had found out about them sneaking into Tegan's files and that it would be a problem for the law firm. When in fact, it was solely about the Antares, about the company Antares going public. It was a surprise visit there, and he wanted to see his lovely daughter Laurel. And I really believe the way he was looking at her, I really believe he knows that Laurel did not get rid of that baby, that baby is in her stomach. He was like, let's have champagne. And he kind of watched her. He kind of watched her to see what her reaction was with the champagne. Because when you're pregnant, you got to glow. Ain't no way around it. And her stomach is rather round. I'm wondering if it's her dad did something to her. I really, y'all, I'm ready for 1 week. Because next week it should all unfold and click together. I'm ready for it. But, Michaela. So Michaela wanted to get information from Tegan, and she really kind of used her femininity. You seen a little sexuality go in there. Like, I was kind of looking like, is Michaela coming on to Tegan, knowing that Tegan has an affinity for women? Because then she was like, so who was she? Like, she knew that she wanted her to know, I know you like women. And I know you met my boo Asher. And I'm sure Asher could tell that Tegan liked women too. Something about her, I guess, that may be emitting that she likes women. They say that there's a certain look. I don't know. Okay. I don't know nothing about that. You love who you love. But, yeah, I was looking at that interaction like, what are you doing, Michaela? Slow the fuck down, Michaela. Hold on, Michaela. Speaking of Michaela, I'm going to need them to fix her makeup. That makeup is not right for her skin tone. She looks real oily and everything to me. Go get her some Fenty Beauty, please. Y'all. Costume director. Go get some Fenty Beauty for all of them, actually. Annalise's makeup looks really good. But Laurel could use some help with her makeup. I know it's supposed to be looking like plain face pregnant, but pregnant women have beautiful skin for the most part. Sometimes we get acne, but whatever. I digress. I'm off on a tangent. So they changed the security, the IT security, specifically for Antares. Of course, they thought it was because of the breach, right? But it wasn't. And it's specifically in a room, and you need a certain amount of access for it. Okay. I know I'm all over the place because I'm going off memory when I should be looking at this, but because I'm walking. So let's go back to Laurel. So when Laurel's dad was here and he went to see her, he was like, I want you to, we're going to be stupid rich. sign this and you get 10% of the shares before Antares goes public. And she's all like, Dad, I can't be part of your shady backdoor dealings. I want to be a lawyer. You know, that was a good comeback. And he was like, I've taken care of everything. That alone told me, God damn it, he didn't kill everybody. He gonna kill everybody. Everybody, don't matter who it is, I'm killing them because I need to be secure with this. He crazy. he crazy. He fine as fuck, but he crazy. Like, is their mama and daddy still together? The mama still with him? Because, honey, I probably wouldn't be with him no more because he crazy with that money finna be good. Money ain't everything. So when she went back and she met up with Laurel and, Michaela and Oliver, and she was like, with her conspiracy theory of how, because they were excited, like, this means that he didn't kill Wes, that this means that we were overthinking something, it's too much. And she said, no, don't you get it? It does, because he's about to go public with Antares. That means Denver knew everything about me. Okay, he knows everything about me, which means he knows everything about my dad. So when Denver found out who I was, because Wes was getting ready to go and tell, on Annalise, which I don't believe he was really going to do, he said, let me call Laurel's dad. What is his name, y'all? Tell me what Laurel's dad's name is. I'm tired of saying Laurel's dad. And contact him and tell him what's going on. And when he did, that's when he sent Dominic to kill Wes, because if it had came out, they would have all been implicated, which means Laura would have been implicated, which means her dad is semi-implicated, and the stock share would have gone down. So that conspiracy theory that she had going, even though sometimes I think she's a little far-fetched, was really, really good. I was like, I see you, Laurel. I'm with you, Laurel. I'm good. I hear it, Laurel. Like, yeah. So, yeah, Asher. Asher, when Michaela told Asher, oh yeah, I'm her Lamaze coach, and he went to go see her with the bear, my first thought process was, Asher is so sweet. That's so sweet to want to be, there for her. And I should have known better. We was talking about Asher, honey, because though Asher is a clown, Asher got money. Asher is not to be played with. Honey, Asher put a camera in that motherfucking bear so that he would know what was going on in that house. And he heard the whole conversation as to, I'm not going to ruin Tegan's life. She's the one person for me. I think that's where she fucked up. That's got something good, blah, blah. Like, I think that's where she fucked up. Because I was shocked that Asher said something. But listen, I guess Asher really ain't afraid to share his feelings about anything, right? He's not really afraid to share his feelings about anything. So he went off on her. He went off on her good, too. He went off on her good, walked out on her ass. Asher, I love you. You don't lie to people you love. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do, but now you got to backtrack. Now you're feeling stupid. But here's where it got me. I was like, why is you at Bonnie's house to go see Frank? What is that going to do? So now you're finna go run and tell everybody what's going on? Asher, shut the fuck up. Asher, sit your ass down. And now you hugging Bonnie, all pitiful, pathetic ass. Like, Bonnie, ugh. So I'm looking at him like, is he finna fuck Bonnie? Please don't do it, because they all really are just a fucking sharing, swapping spit anyway, because they each, they fucking within the community. Shit, and within the community, within the interns and the lawyers or whatever. Hey, kudos to Frank for getting a 170 on his LSAT. And did you see how he told Laurel how I did this for you and the baby, and even if that's not my baby, I'm going to make a good father? And she's all like, no, Frank, no. Because you see, I told y'all last week that Laurel really is still in love with Frank. And she loved Wes, but she's still in love with Laurel, with Frank. And it was proven, because she was like, stopped dead in her tracks, like, oh my God, like what? I'm shocked. And that kiss, and that I love you, and I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna make a good father for the baby. I was like, women around the world would love for a man to mean that, to say that. I felt that in my spirit, so much so when my phone died, when I watched it, I was like, and then it took forever to charge back up. I I couldn't wait for it to come back up. I was like, why is it taking so long? I need to see the rest of what happened in this little segment. And then poor Oliver, he's so weak too. He don't know what to do. He confused. He done got himself mixed up with a bunch of mess, and he ain't really strong enough for it. Because if you pay attention, everybody else has a very strong character, very strong personality. All the interns, you got the Michaela, you know, she's strong. Laurel, very strong. Connor, though he's, you know, a little promiscuous, or was, very strong. And so is Wes was weird, but he was strong. And then Asher, very bright, very strong. Oliver is like, he's not made for that. He's not made for that. Because if you notice, all the interns have some kind of past, some kind of seedy past, either through their family or through themselves, where they had to be strong. Oliver seems like he has a regular old life, like a regular old, good old, wholesome, I grew up life. Like, you know, mom, dad in the house. You know, he's straight. My dad's straight, remember? Anyway. What else? Oh, high five to Connor. Did I say this already? For consoling Annalise and giving her like the pep talk she needed. How about high five to Annalise for telling Connor that your dad is an idiot. Your dad's wrong. That Oliver's really good for you. I mean, I thought that was cool, but I don't know. Dad's known him for a while, like his whole life, so he might know a little more. I feel like I'm missing something, but I might not be. And if I am, I need you guys to let me know down in the comments below. You know, doing this outside, walking in the parking lot may not be the best because I can't really refer to my notes, but I really still enjoy doing it and being outside talking to you. So let me know what you thought about the episode down below. Go ahead right now. I talk back. Let's have a dialogue in the comments. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next video. Oh yeah, one last thing. Next week seems like when we're going to find out what happened with all the blood and all that stuff. I think so. Did y'all see Annalise? I was like, what the fuck did you do, Annalise? She probably didn't do nothing, but she was just washing the blood off of her, right? Oh, God. I need to know what's going on. I really need to know what's going on.